Hey guys, welcome to Curator Cast. So this is going to be a quick video on why I chose the LG 5-in-1 5-star dual inverter AC compared to Hitachi, Panasonic or even Blue Star. I compared all the models and these all models in India cost around 40 to 45,000 rupees if you go for the 5-star model for the 1.510. They all are currently at around 42 to 42.5 thousand INR plus installation, so I will tell you about that too. And almost all the ACs are giving you a little bit of benefits via bank credit cards and not. Now the 40 which you are seeing right now means that I am operating it at 40% capacity, which is around 0.6 ton. So I chose this AC particularly for these specific points which I am going to tell you about pretty soon. And I got two units, both one at the top floor which is directly heated from the sun from the terrace. So terrace is completely getting like burnt in the summers, and then just below that room in this particular room, so two units. And before that, yes, we were enjoying with the coolers, but we thought it's time probably, so we have left so far with coolers. Now maybe AC will do job. We'll probably use for around 6 to 8 hours depending on how hot it is. If it's more than probably 9 hours in the night while sleeping. In the morning the lower rooms are usually cool, so upper rooms need probably consistent cooling. Let's start with this video. Now instead of showing my face, which has no value right now, I'll be standing just opposite to AC or probably behind the camera, and I'll be at F3 level out of F5 in terms of how loud these fans are. So I ordered two units from Amazon. Yes, I ordered them online and faced no problems except that some delays due to COVID situation. Installation happened the same day, as it was like crazy already, and it started 4 PM, and yes, installation costs extra. So first installation was done on the first day and the second was done on the second day. By the way guys, if you want to see a vlog of this AC getting installed, I will put out a vlog where you will see both the units getting installed on 2 days. So you can check that channel, Camera and Zindagi. The link will be in the description of the channel, and the moment the video is out, I will put that link too. I think the minimum installation cost was somewhere around 1500 or 1800 with GST. That is not something you can escape from. That is minimum which you have to go for. If there are offers, the companies will state that, and there are offers when you don't have to give installation fees at all for bare minimum things. For anything extra you have to give, but for most of the times you have to bear the installation charges. So that is. And let me tell you something pretty quickly. The total cost of installation was approx 9,000. Let me tell you why. First of all, we needed a stand for the outer unit. One unit is kept, the outer exhaust unit. So one unit is kept on the terrace. Again, that stand costs somewhere around 800-900 with GST. That again costs the same. So there goes one cost. And then the upper unit needed close to 2 to 2.5 meters of extra wire, and don't go by literal meaning, I don't remember exactly, but probably each meter costs close to 800-900 rupees per meter. Please don't go by my quote. They will give you bill and everything after they are done, and they will tell you beforehand how much extra you need, but be careful, like move along them when they are measuring with their measuring tape. So the upper unit installation was pretty expensive because it needed 2 meters of extra inlet and outlet, the copper one. The lower one, you will not believe that. The upper one, we didn't got any holes drilled. We just, cut a small section of mesh from the windows and got those pipes outside. But for this unit, we literally just right where my finger is pointing, behind that 40. And he has to drill one hole here and then again another hole next to the wall. So he has to drill 2 holes, and they were like time taking for them. Plus, its installation was tricky due to the space issues. This is not a big house after all. You know how these things are in cities. We have to adjust in smaller spaces. So it costed him almost whole day to install. And we had not to pay anything extra because probably I think the 2 meter wire which comes with the AC was more than sufficient. He even has to slice some of the part of that wire. So to start with few of the features, Number one, it cools even at 52 degrees Celsius of high temperature and has a smart diagnostic mode, which when we connect to wireless app of the mobile phones, it can tell us basically what's happening, are there any issues or not. Now, you don't need a stabilizer with this AC. No. You don't need to spend 3000 extra if your voltage fluctuation is not below 120 or above 290 volts ranges. Remember, 120 to 290 voltage. If your fluctuation is not beyond this range, don't purchase a stabilizer like I have not done for this AC. Now the copper pipe which moves the refrigerant are highly grooved internally, which improves heat dissipation. It's like surface area concept. And finally, when you decide that it's off season, just turn on auto clean and your heat exchanger will dry, meaning no more bacteria and molds in that exchanger. So let's start with the main features and details why I prefer this AC over others. Number one is the 5-in-1 feature, which I just told you that you see that 40 right now, that means 40% capacity. So this AC can function as low as 0.6 ton, which it's functioning right now. And just like I showed you, it can increase the capacity to beyond 1.5 ton, which is 1.7 ton, but for half an hour. So that is 110% capacity. That is why this is known as 5-in-1 feature. So unlike other ACs, you can save electricity, save your energy, meaning your bills will be reduced if you operate it at lower, tonnage based on your requirement. Now it's mid-May in Lucknow, and in our both rooms, we are using it constantly at 40% capacity at 28 degrees Celsius temperature. Remind you, top floor heats with direct sunlight falling on the terrace and on the radiator too. So yeah. On the other hand, when there's a party mode like too many people inside your house or temperature, you can use this above 1.5 ton capacity, which means that you get faster cooling, but that is limited to 30 minutes. Once it's done, it will move back to 100% capacity. Apart from that, let me show you on the remote. So if you see these two basically depict the kind of swing you want. So by pressing these multiple swing buttons, I can direct where I want the air to be. So usually I put the first one at all the direction and the second one at center and on the corners. Then there are multiple like timer, how much you want to, how many hours you want to turn it on and off, and then other function, and obviously the room temperature. What is the room temperature right now? So it's 27 degrees Celsius, which is good. Like I feel comfortable at that temperature. So these 4-way swing means every corner of your room is covered with the AC, the air that comes out of it. Plus it has R32 refrigerant, which is environment friendly, and it has a low gas reduction feature. And this is a funny story I want to tell you. So what happened was, the moment the engineer connects both the units, the indoor and the outdoor, and every connection is there, it was saying low refrigerant and it was giving that error. I think C4, C32, I don't know, whatever that was, C4 charger or what. It was giving that error. And I literally, in my mind, I thought, because he started at 10 a.m. and that installation continued till 6:30. Yes, you won't believe. It was 5 and I really got disappointed that please, this shouldn't happen. I really don't want that the gas and it all escaped and it will go as a fault unit and will be replaced, and we have to go through that installation process again, because it is a very tricky place where it is installed. I just showed you. Unfortunately, the connection wasn't, or I should say fortunately, the connection wasn't well established, and that's the reason it gave that warning. But having that warning is a good sign, because you will know if some mishap is about to happen. The temperature which I am at is at 28 degrees Celsius. So this screen which you see right now, they call it kind of a magic screen, because it kind of turns invisible when you close this AC, as you can see right now. And let me zoom out. I'm standing probably 2 meters away from the AC, and let's hear it at full fan speed. Do that again. F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. Okay, so the ceiling fan is off and I will go silent for a few seconds so that you can hear the fan audio at full power. Now let me turn off the AC completely and let's hear how it sounds with the AC turned off. Fan is going silent in now. So this is the fan completely silent. Let's turn on. So it's not loud. I mean, we cannot even compare with a ceiling fan, and it was at highest capacity and I can feel the breeze. Let me first show you in the remote. So you use basically this 5-in-1 mode button, and if you want to go above 1.5 ton capacity, you use this 5-in-1 high capacity, which enables it for 30 minutes. So let's turn this. So it's saying 40, meaning 40% capacity. Now if you will see there, it will say 80, 60, 40. And if not saying anything, that means it's at 100%. If I pull this button, you see HC and you will see HC. This means it's operating at 1.7 ton capacity. And the outside unit must be going crazy right now with the amount of work it must be doing right now. And even the fans are louder now. I'll go silent again. Turning it off, they are really loud now. I mean, not that loud again. Going back to 40% because this is the optimal, I would say, temperature at which, or capacity and temperature combination, the 28 or probably 26 and 40% capacity is the optimal which I keep it at most of the times, so that I don't have to play with the remote too. So if not this AC, I would be choosing the Hitachi one because the reviews are good when I ask to people who are selling them in the shops and also online. If I want more smart features at a bit better price, I would go for Panasonic because its rating is absolutely great on Amazon, and it comes with that voice assistant, Alexa controlled. So that costs around 40-41k, and the features are pretty amazing. So those two would be my good other choice. Obviously Blue Star is not a bad choice either, but I would not look for any other AC apart from these 3-4 brands. Now Carrier, Daikin, well, I would say that those are good when we go for even higher price value. Daikin is pretty expensive. It's like 65-70,000 for good considerable AC, but then the features are also great. But at consumer level, I would say don't look for anything beyond 45,000 Indian rupees. With installation, it might get to 50,000. So consider that factor too. And for installation, you will be given a bill and everything. Just make sure that you ask them for it. Okay, so if you see, the remote is not the most modern or the best looking in the world, but I get the point. See, let me show you. If I pick this up, I don't feel that it's kind of wobbly or anything. It's a solid plastic, and it can, I think, survive few drops and all. So its range is good. If I point it even up in the wall, it functions. If I point directly, it should function obviously. So the remote, even though it's not the modern looking, it works great. And then there's another option where we can get one with the Alexa. So let's say if you use your Amazon Echo Dot or any other Alexa devices, you can control your AC with that. That was costing 3,000-4,000 extra compared to this. So I saw no point buying that, and I purchased this one instead as of now. Okay, so you might be hearing dual inverter technology. What is this dual inverter technology? Well, let me tell you. You have seen the outside unit, the radiator, which is, let me tell you, it's 28 kg by the way, the outside radiator. So it has, within it, inside, compartment, it has dual rotators with variable speed, variable frequency inside that compressor, meaning it will change its frequency and speed based on the requirement. Like I'm working at 40% capacity, or I'm working at 110% capacity, or whatever. Meaning it will not work at 100% capacity unlike old ACs. It will keep on adjusting itself, its speed, its frequency, so that it doesn't have to perform more work, in turn saving electricity, or when required it can work even beyond its capacity or reduce. That is why LG pioneers in that, and I love this feature a lot. Okay, before I move to the third point, I waited almost 1.5 months to review this AC, or I would say both the units, both are same after all, because I'm not the kind of person who would blindly test. So I waited until I knew enough about it, until I've seen it function, and now I'm confident that I can at least recommend this to other people who are looking this. So let's continue and move to the third point about this AC, which is the very common these days in times of COVID. Unfortunately, it does not mean that thing. You must have heard about antibacterial and antivirus filter. Well, this is mostly common with almost all the high-end consumer ACs where there are HD filters that kind of kills mostly the bacteria and viruses, probably 99%, by rotating the same indoor air through those filters again and again. So you see that vent from where the wind is coming. Inside that there are those filters, and you know how the AC works. It keeps rotating the indoor airs. There's no outside air coming inside. That is why, never eat with the room closed and other things too. You got the point, right? Because people will get you. Which also means that the same air is filtering through those filters multiple times, thus not only reducing the ppm but also killing various bacteria and viruses. Unfortunately, this doesn't kill coronavirus, the COVID-19, so please don't purchase it for that specific reason alone. Now coming to a fourth point, which is ocean black fin technology. So there are these small, aluminum fins which are involved in cooling the AC by radiating the heat, which is like the concept of all the radiators, by absorbing it from the outlet pipe. You will see those on the outside unit, not in this one, but the outside unit, those thin, fins. Now these are mostly exposed. Remember why it is very important point. These are mostly exposed in the outdoor conditions of, wind, dust, rain, water, or heat, and even a lot of corrosion in many much possible. It's possible. Like I will tell you in a bit. So these multiple layers of coating, they help in extending their life from the harsh outdoor conditions. So there's oleophobic coating, there is that ocean black fin coating. So these multiple coating extend their life by reducing these harmful effect on those fins, which is again great addition. And same technology is applied on indoor fins, the fins which are inside. And remember, few minutes back I told you that this rotates the air which is inside your room, inside your hall, whatever. Now why this indoor you say is important? Let me tell you something, and this is why I thought about these things. So a lot of times we install these ACs at places where there are smokes. Maybe it's in a small scale factory or whatever situation, or maybe we install these units in corrosive environment like next to sea, where we know the air is corrosive, there is salt and all. So even we need to protect these units fins too from those corrosive airs or corrosive fumes, and that's why we know why both units have these things. Now in the beginning, you remember I said no need of a stabilizer. Well, yeah, you don't need to spend another 3000 Indian rupees for buying external stabilizer if you're living in places like cities where the temperature is highly regulated. And I'm really sorry if you hear outdoor noise, because this room is not treated or anything, so you might hear people and even dogs, barking at each other. So yeah, you don't need to purchase external stabilizer if you are living in cities where voltage fluctuation doesn't goes beyond 120 or 290 volts. Then it automatically balances out using its internal circuitry, the PCB which it has, again, which is also coming with a warranty, and the compressor. If the fluctuation is beyond these levels, remember, if you see that suddenly your bulb goes dim, it's completely dark and it fluctuates a lot, then you need to purchase the stabilizer for that. Don't ignore that. I know many ACs give PCB warranty of 5 years, but still, to save yourself from the hassle, purchase one of the stabilizers which is like 3000, and Vanguard is the best brand I would suggest. So that was all I had for these ACs. Now if you have any particular question, or if you want me to compare more, let me know. I can answer. If I can answer, I'm not a very much expert in these reasons, but then again I research before I buy, even if I'm not expert in that. So if I can answer, I will be happy to answer, and I'm putting down my links, affiliates. So if you want to buy, it will help me a lot, it will inspire me a lot. And please give us a thumbs up if you like the video. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate, ask them down, share with your friends. Please don't forget to subscribe, guys. Bye, and stay happy, staying positive, staying out from the trouble, and stay indoors. This is the main priority right now. I literally won't install it at these days because it's very risky. I got it installed in the first week of April, probably second week of April. It was not that worse condition. So my prayers with you all. Just stay happy and stay indoors and stay safe. Bye, guys.